there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Lady May by Tyler Childers. It's a beautiful song. I've only just heard it like an hour ago. Someone requested it and I love the song, so I thought I'd do a tutorial on it. I've written it all out. I'm going to teach you that today, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications, leave me some comments in the comment section, and if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs, then you can support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning and I've got a capo on fret number 3. The song is actually kind of really in 2/4, like in 2 beats per bar. I've written this first part in 4/4 because it made it easier to get it all on one line. But don't worry too much about that for now. Okay, so the intro sounds like this. Okay, so to start with, it's based around a C chord. First finger on B1, and that pretty much stays there all the time. We're going to use our third finger is going to be on A3, second finger on the D2. So that's your C chord. So we're actually going to start by playing the D2 and the G string at the same time, and then pull off to the open, so you pull off your second finger to the open D. We then put it back down and play A3 and D2. And we're going to play that 3 times. So it goes. So from the start slowly. Then take your second finger off and play the A3 and the open D. And then another hit, but then we hammer the finger back on to the D2. So slowly from the beginning of the line goes. Then open G, B1, D2, pull off to the open D, and then we're going to hit the open open G string and B1. So we got. So from the beginning of the line, slowly. Okay, into bar 2, and it's moving around, it's based around F now. First finger stays on B1, third finger is going to play the D3, then a B1, keep those fingers on, play the open G string and hammer on to G2, and then another open G string. So from the beginning of that bar you've got. Then back to the C chord and play the A3, open G, B1, then another one of these hammer on, so third finger A3, play the open D string and then hammer on to D2, then a B1 and then a G and a B1. So bar 3 goes. Okay. And then into bar 4, we're going back to the F and play the D3, open G and B1, hammer onto the G2 with your second finger, then take it off and play the open G and B1. So we then get this little, which is D3, pull off to D2, pull off to the open D string, then play A3, a B1, open D and G strings, hammer on to G2, B1, and then G and B1. So bar 4 goes. And then into bar 5 we're going to play the open A string, then G2 and B1, and then a B1 on its own. Hammer on from A to A2, B1, a G string, so far bar 5 goes, then A3, open D and G strings, hammer on to G2, B1 and G, And then it's like basically the start that we played at the beginning, playing the G and the D2 and pull off to the open D. And that's where it's going to repeat back to bar 2. Okay, so let's try and play the whole line slowly. Here we go. A bit faster. And up speed. Okay, and then that repeats, and you repeat back to bar 2, and you play bars 2, 3, and 4, but you don't play bar 5. So on the repeat it goes. Okay, and we don't go into bar 5. Instead, we go on to the next line, which sounds like this. So we're going to play the A string, B1 and G2, and then a B1. A, hammer onto A2, play open G and B1. So, now that bar's only in 2/4, so there's only 2 beats in that bar. And then these next 2 bars, you need to learn this because it plays this a couple of times in the chorus. So it's based on the C, it plays A3, open G and B1 twice, then open D and open G, hammer onto the D2, A3, then G and B1. Okay, so that bar. That carries on into the next bar. We then play the open D and G, hammer onto D2, then B1, and then G, and then B1. So bars 7 and 8 go. So really slowly, that's. So like I say, we're going to play those 2 bars quite a lot. So the whole of that line goes. Okay, so let's try and put the whole of the intro together. Let's play it nice and slowly. So we're on the first line, we play from the beginning up to bar 5, we repeat back to bar 2, play bar 3, 4, then we go on to the next line. So nice and slowly, here we go. And up to speed. Okay, that's the intro of the song. It then goes on to the verse. Now I've just written out the chords. We've got C for 2 bars, first finger B1, second finger on D2, third finger on A3. These are all in 2/4 by the way, so 2 beats per bar. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Then into the next bar, we've got an F chord. First finger stays on B1. You just take your second finger down to G2, third finger on the D3. So we're playing the F chord, then back to the C chord, F chord, C chord. Then we're going to play the notes A, A2, and then back to C for 2 bars. So without any extra bits, it sounds like this. But we're just going to fill it in with a bit of rhythm. He often does this little hammer on where he hammers on his second finger. He does it also on the F chord as well. But just fill it in, so it sounds like this. So similar kind of idea to the intro, ready? So you just fill it in with like that kind of rhythm. Now that line repeats, so that's the verse. And then goes on to the next line, which is a chorus. Similar idea, so this is where he's saying he's not the sharpest chisel. So it plays the A2, C for a bar, F for a bar, C for a bar, A, A2, C for 2 bars, then F for a bar, and then this last little bit we did in the intro. So we've already played that. Okay, so let's try that first line of the chorus. There's 2 lines really of the chorus, so here we go. On to the next line. Starts the same, A, A2, C for a bar, F for a bar, and then that same lick that we did, which we did in the intro, then F for a bar, play the F on beat 1, and then hammer your second finger on beat 2, so it goes, and then back to that C, the riff that we did on C, then A, A2, and that's almost the end of the chorus. We've just got going to play that riff one more time. It's on the next line because I couldn't fit it on this line, but we'll see that in a sec. Okay, so let's try this line. Here we go. And then the next line is like the same as that riff that we did. Okay, and then that will then go straight back to the intro of the song. Play the intro exactly as we did, then does verse, including repeat, and then chorus, and it just keeps rolling around that same section, intro, verse, chorus, till the end of the song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that guitar lesson, especially the person who requested it. Thanks for the request. I've never heard this song before, but it's a beautiful song, and it's fun to play, so thanks for the request. If you have enjoyed it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications, leave me some comments in the comment section. I do read every comment, so let me know you're watching it out there. Just say hi if you want to say hi. Let me know where in the world you're from. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, keep me doing this, and you want to print the tabs off of this and loads of other songs, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. Link to that is in the description down below. Well, thanks for watching this. I do appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.